Welcome to TechLux. Please support our channel by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing. Castle Mar-a-Lago is filled with luxury products with $7 million worth of gold decor and souvenirs of Donald Trump available at the gift shop. The controversial businessman turned 45th President of the United States of America bought Mar-a-Lago for $5 million in 1985. It was said that the price was about 10 times less than the original owner paid for. In order to access Castle Mar-a-Lago as a member, you need to cash in $200,000 of membership fee. This ultra-exclusive membership has made Donald Trump around $20 million a year after he was elected president. Now being ex-president of the USA, the castle has been renovated so that it can be up to safety standards set by the Secret Service. In this video, we are going to take a look inside Castle Mar-a-Lago and learn about the rich history of the well-renowned estate. We'll also get a glimpse of what it feels like to live the life of Donald Trump. So far, he has lived in the White House, numerous expensive penthouses and amazing estates. However, nothing compared to his purchase of Mar-a-Lago as one of the most luxurious purchases Trump has ever made. The castle has 128 rooms, which is located on 20 acres of beautiful land based in Palm Beach, Florida. The castle actually stretches across the entire beachfront, making it look wider than it actually is. The castle was built in 1927 and was owned by a wealthy woman named Marjorie Merriweather. In 1995, Donald Trump converted the private castle into a super exclusive club for people of similar interests to convene and socialize. Donald Trump calls the castle as Winter White House, which actually makes a lot of sense since the first owner's ideal scenario for the castle to be utilized as a vacation home for former presidents of the USA. This estimated worth of the castle as of the moment is around $200 million to $300 million thanks to all the expensive renovations. One of the first projects of Trump with the castle when he newly acquired the Mar-a-Lago was to build a 20,000 square foot ballroom with $7 million worth of jewelry and decorations. More luxurious renovations were even done in the castle, like how 4 sinks in some of the castle's bathrooms had gold plating which cost around $100,000. He also decorated most of the rooms with amazing chandeliers, 16th century art and design, and carpets imported from the oriental side of the world. There is also a 1927 Steinway baby grand piano located in a lounge that is worth around $70,000 to $150,000. The grand dining room was inspired by Rome's Chigi Palace. Trump also acquired coat of arms for his family thanks to all his purchases of antiques and historical pieces of art for the castle. Trump only invites the richest of the rich and the most exclusive people who invest a lot of money by just being members of the club. To make the castle attractive to the people aforementioned, Trump built so many important and luxurious amenities, which included a spa, a beach club, and a tennis court. But now, due to Trump being an ex-president of the USA, the membership fee recently increased from $200,000. But even despite the increase, Castle Mar-a-Lago has been very profitable. He made over $15.6 million in 2014, but quickly increased to $25.2 million annually in 2017. Despite the membership price, guests are also enjoying the benefits. Guests gain access to luxurious pools, amazing beaches, extravagant dining halls, and private and discreet lounges. Members can even rent out the amazing ballroom aforementioned earlier for weddings, charitable events, and hangouts with other members of the club. Trump also hosted prominent figures around the world such as Xi Jinping, who is the president of China, and treated these people with extravagant buffets in the castle. According to the Government Accountability Office, the taxpayers paid at least $13.6 million in 2017 for Trump's personal costs at the Castle Mar-a-Lago, while all the trips including both personal and presidential cost the taxpayers $60 million during his entire presidency. To understand why the castle is worth so much, let's take a look at the deep history of the castle. When Marjorie Merriweather Post still owned the castle, she was considered one of the wealthiest women in America with a net worth of $200 million, which is around $1.5 billion today. This incredible wealth was inherited from her father who passed away in 1914 when she acquired the Postum Cereal Company. She started building Castle Mar-a-Lago immediately after she inherited her wealth, with the intention to make it a super exclusive resort home for the wealthiest people. The castle back then was filled with beautiful art, wall-plated gold, and an extensive library. The castle has always been extravagant thanks to the prominent people who worked on the castle. Marion Sims Wyeth, who was a famous American architect, handled the exterior design of the estate, while Viennese designer Joseph Urban, who is known for doing beautiful interior for castles all over Europe, also designed the interior of the castle. One of the most attractive interior designs of the castle was the 2,200 black and white marbled floor blocks patterned in a diamond form. Post also had a collection of Spanish tiles, which amounted 36,000 pieces that dated way back in the 15th century, and 20,000 roofing tiles that came from a Cuban castle. The gold leaf-covered living room ceiling is one of the most famous features aesthetics of the castle and was inspired by the ceiling of the Academia of Venice. In 1973, Post decided to donate her castle to the US government for them to use as a winter White House. In 1981, the government decided to officially declare the castle as an historic landmark of America. Donald Trump reportedly took care of the castle and then made a generous offer to buy it for around $28 million. But he was initially turned down since the castle is protected by the government as a piece of American history. Fortunately, Trump got very lucky, and when the US government got into economic slump and needed some money, he was able to acquire the castle for only $5 million. He paid $3 million additionally for all the antiques, art, and furniture inside the castle at the time of his acquisition. The moment he acquired everything, Trump started to renovate the entire estate, keeping the opulence and beauty that the first owner already invested in the estate, while adding his own taste, such as a glamorous gold-framed portrait of himself. Due to the rich history of the castle, there have been many rumors that it had hundreds of undiscovered secrets. Anthony Senecal was Trump's former butler and also the unofficial historian of the estate. In 2016, he revealed some secrets of the castle, one of which mentioned that the extensive library of the castle has many first edition books with rich history. He also mentioned that Trump's children grew up at the private wing of the residence, keeping it mostly to themselves away from the guests. Another secret he disclosed is what the Secret Service did when Trump finished his term as president. Ex-US presidents receive protection from the Secret Service, so a few agents will be posted at Castle Mar-a-Lago while Trump lives there. Renovations by the Secret Service at the castle are currently underway to secure the estate further than it is now. Trump is charging the Secret Service $650 a night per room. While the castle is very famous, some of the reasons to its fame is quite controversial. Trump wants to keep the castle as exclusive as possible. Due to his exquisite taste, this has led to fights with the municipality of Palm Beach over property rules. In 2006, his 80-foot-tall American flagpole went against the city's ordinance and he was paying a fine about $250 a day. Trump sued the county for $25 million, claiming his free speech was very suppressed by the government for fining him about his flagpole. They both reached a settlement which led to Trump reducing the flagpole's height to only 70 feet and donating $100,000 to a veteran charity instead of paying the fine. It is safe to say that Castle Mar-a-Lago isn't absolutely perfect, but it is opulent enough to attract some of the world's wealthiest people. Trump has always taken care of the castle for himself, but also the guests by always asking them questions as to how the castle can be better and if the service needs more dedication. What other stuff do you think the castle needs as of the moment? Let us know down in the comments. That's all for this video. Please do hit that big red subscribe button and hit that notification bell with all notifications enabled. Thank you for watching.